Here we are, Friday, and I have got a couple things I want to cover today. I am on a juice cleanse, and today is day 11. So for 11 days, all I've had is juice, and I did Dr. Goldner's hyper nourishing protocol as best as I knew in October, November. I did just the smoothie in September, so I went raw September 1st. And before I went raw, I was raw till 4 for most of the summer. So now my skin is almost all healed up. There's just a little bit more here. And I thought, why not? I've done everything else. Why not try juicing to see if I can't get this healed the rest of the way? So that's my plan. And I was just going to juice for a day or two to see what it was like. And here I am 11 days in, and I've joined the group Raw Vegan Heroes so I can ask questions, which there was a Q&A this morning. And I found out, I learn every time I go on that Facebook page. It's a private page just for those of us, there's a small cost. So I'm going to see. And you get the it's a feast, they call it, and it can go 40 days. So it'll take me all the way into January. So I might just do it. We'll see. We'll see how I do. There's a lot of trips to the bathroom right now. And I just asked on my Q&A, how long does this have to go on? So we'll see. One day at a time, like everything else we do, right? Well, it is holidays, and I've got a potluck tomorrow. So I have Chef AJ's book, of course. And the reason I got this book was for potlucks, because I could bake things that I could take to a potluck, and then they're not hanging around here. And I'm going to make her apple fritter muffins. I made those once before, and they were so good. So I thought, they're not that hard. So I'm going to make them. So that is my plan. So I'm turning on the Breville to get it heating up. And I've got things pretty well ready to go here. Mise Plus. And so I thought I'd bring you along to do the final putting it all together. So, I didn't even realize I hadn't finished doing the apple. So I'm just cutting up the apple into little small pieces. And then I'll be ready. And I suppose I could have stuck it in the processor, but I don't know. Sometimes there's something therapeutic about chopping. So, and the rest of the recipe is so simple. I didn't mind at all. One little bit. So, this will only take one more minute. Bear with me. The apple is already turning brown because it's in the oxygen. So I need to get it in. Maybe I'm going to lemon juice it here to stop this process. Although it'll all mix in with the muffins, so it's not any big deal. Not a huge deal. So how's everybody doing? It's been a while since I've been doing my Zooms, but there have been so many projects going on. Unbelievable for December. One thing I'm doing is I'm going to walk the Southwest Coastal Path in England, which is very exciting. It's not till May, but still, we had to sign up for it, and we've got all the different directions, and they're going to be sending us maps, and it's just going to be fun. And we're going to spend like 35 days over there. So a friend of mine that I bicycle with and I are going to go. And then, of course, all the bicycle tours. We're planning all those. You got to do it now, so that after the first of the year, we can start reserving spots, so that we all have a bed at night. So a lot going on. And then this juicing, which, you really get pretty, I have good days and then I have days where I just need to rest. So it's been pretty interesting, actually. All right. So I've preheated the oven, and then I'm going to use a potato masher and mash the bananas with the applesauce. So I think I will just move these oats and use this bowl. Well, I missed a little bit there, but okay. So here's the bananas, 1.5 cups. I behave myself and not give out all measurements, right? Although I bet you we all have her book. She is doing a bunch of cooking online right now. Thanksgiving thing. And okay, and then here's my applesauce. Get that going. So I don't know if any of you, this is the first time in my life that I've done juicing like this, a juice cleanse. I did a little bit of juicing with Anthony Williams when I did his 369 protocol, but it was mostly just celery juice, except for that last day of his. Where you just do juices and smoothies all day. It was a lot harder then. I don't know why, because I've been raw right up till starting this juice cleanse. And actually, the first week went really smooth, but the second week has been a little rough. Okay, so I'm going to mash the bananas in the applesauce. And I'm going to add the apple pieces to it. So I want to get it nice and mashed here. It's always between the cram muffins and whatever else I'm looking at. Hi, Tracy Lynn. Good to see ya. What are you up to today? I did the workout with Jennifer this morning. She beat us up, as usual. And then I did all my juicing. Actually, I had my juicing all done before her 8 o'clock. She does it at 9 Arizona time, but it's 8 o'clock nighttime. And then I went out walking. And then I've just been prepping for this and some more filming I'm going to do today. All right, that's pretty good. So let's see if we can get the apples in here without spilling them all over. All right. Apples are in. And then remaining ingredients. So we got a bunch of oats here. And some that I spilled. So let's go ahead and grab the spilled ones. Now I'm tossing measuring spoons on the floor. Out to lunch with the girls you used to work with. Are you retired? No, you're not going to retire till May. Is this another job that you had? See, oh, here's some more apples. And then I've got some cinnamon. I've got cinnamon and vanilla powder. That's so sweet of you to come on while you're out to lunch. Is it vegan? from years ago on an orthopedic ward. Ah. All right. And then I've got some millet that you're supposed to grind into a flour. And I just grind it real quick because I like some of it whole. So it'll make the muffins a little bit crunchier or chewier. I really like it that way. And then these golden raisins are huge. I'm wondering if I should chop them a little bit. I think I will, because they'll distribute better. It's interesting that she doesn't use any baking powder. But you can see the size of these raisins. They're huge. So I'll just stick them on board here and chop. Doesn't have to be, uniform, but just think they'll get more muffins if I chop them a little bit. Suppose I could have made a double recipe, but I didn't. Could make another muffin. Recipe. She's got a ton of them in her cookbook. Pumpkin, cornbread, cram, cranberry orange, sweet potato, a lot of different muffin options. All right, good enough. Mix these in. And the oven is already ready to go. We'll stick them in. Guess everybody's busy today. Oh, it's 5 a.m. No lunch. Out to lunch with the girls from years ago. No lunch. Lunch is later. Oh, it's 5 a.m. Oh, that's what you're up to today. Sorry about that. I asked the question and then I forget immediately what I've just asked. Yeah, I was up at 4 this morning. I was cold. So I got up to put more layers on. And then once I was up, I came out to the kitchen and started juicing. All right, here we go. So let us get some of these into muffins. Get my surface ready here. And I will use a scooper. Just toss it in here. They're so simple, it's crazy. I think there's going to be about 30 people, but that means 30 different dishes. That's why I was just thinking I just do 12 muffins. There's probably going to be a lot of options, and I doubt everybody's going to want muffins. Actually, come to think of it, I took muffins in for the summer picnic too. You can't go wrong with a muffin, especially a good one like these. See, this summer it was chocolate zucchini muffins. I had a potluck on Tuesday, and I took the sweet potato pie. Everybody said they liked that. And I only drank 1 jar of juice. I was too afraid to drink more juice because when I drink now, each time I drink a jar of juice, it gets everything moving inside me. So makes things very dangerous. There's a lot of batter here. I find when I grind the millet that it really dries out the muffin. So I like leaving them half whole. So I don't know if people will think that's great or not. And then, of course, some people just don't tolerate raisins. So yeah, probably plenty enough here for whoever might be willing to eat them. Okay. Just keep piling it on here. I suppose I could have used the bigger scoop, but you have a little bit more say about what goes where when you use the little one. So this must be your day off then, Tracy, if you're meeting your fellow workers for lunch, past workers, your alumni. Are they all still working? Almost got it here. I'm just going to keep going until I get all this into the pan. Suppose I could do a couple extra ones, but I think it'll be fine. Nothing like a nice big puffy muffin. Except Costco really went crazy when their muffins, didn't they? I think they're like 600 calories a piece. There's stuff in the way here. I can't see you, Tracy Lynn. Off now until next Friday. Oh, cool. Some of the others retired. See, now you can tell them you are. What recipe am I using? Oh, I'm using the apple fritter muffin recipe in Chef AJ's book, page 67, in her Sweet Indulgence book. Have you made these? I made them a long time ago and really liked them. And then I got away from eating oats because they really are dry and high in calorie density compared to other things. So I don't eat them like I used to. Stephen does because he really needs the calories. But I seem to be able to thrive on not that many, which is a little bit disappointing, but what are you going to do? I'm not the volume eater that I used to be. All right. I'm getting there. Yesterday, I recorded something and I forgot to start the recording. Oh, dear. What is a girl to do? There's so many things that can happen when you're trying to tape things. All right. Down to the nubs. Here we go. Hit it off the the sides there so it doesn't burn. What do you think? Oh, you didn't buy the book? Well, we don't really need it for ourselves. But since I do so many potlucks, I thought it might come in handy. So that's why I got it. So I'm sticking them in the Breville. Yeah, we're going to put them in for 40 minutes. That's a long time for muffins. I'll have to keep an eye on them. Yeah. There they go. Yeah, I like trying all different things. I almost like making them more than eating them, especially these kinds of things. I'd rather make them than eat them because I don't want the calories. A second on the lips and forever on the hips, It's just so fun to be skinny for once in my life. I tried so hard for so many years. So that's the muffins, 20 minutes and they're in. And they'll be out in 30. So they have to bake longer than they take to make. Although there was the prep. But so I think I'm going to go because I'm going to try to do that recording again. This time I'm going to start the recording part of it. Oh, geez. Did you stay away? A huge chocolate cake yesterday. Oh, geez. Those things are disastrous. They're like, 700 calories for a piece, per bite maybe. Too much. Okay, I'm going to go, Tracy. Oh, that's a good girl. You weren't even tempted. See, that's the way I feel too. Take care, Tracy Lynn. See you Monday.